G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Voxel Tycoon. This is Scailman's Industrial Railways mod series, in which we only use trains, no trucks, and only trains and rolling stock from Scailman's Industrial Railways mod. So primarily, if you're just new to this series and you're checking it out, one of our limitations is the trains can only be 100 meters in length, and they're quite limited. It's a narrow gauge. Narrow gauge railway. If you have a look there it is, and there's the original. So yeah, they go a lot slower. They're kind of industrial ones for just little industrial areas. So and of course the trains aren't limited to that, but our stations are limited to being 100 meters and only 100 meters is the maximum, and 3 platforms, and that's both for passengers and I think it's for passengers as well. I think it is, think it is. Yes, it is. Let me check it. Yeah, it is. See, 3 there, and of course the slightly 100-meter limitation there as well for those guys. So that's all brilliant. Last episode we went south. If you're joining us now, we double track this up. Still not sure about this little section. We double track this, and I wanted to just watch. Let's sit on speed 2 and just watch. In this section we should only see copper and sand trains. I did see a wood plank train coming down here, so you're all fine. I saw a wood plank train coming down, and I kind of thought, ooh. So we know that ones heading south have to be into this separate lane, so that's all pretty good. This episode we're going to actually be bringing passengers down here as well, and we've got 2 different passenger routes that we can assign them to. I think I know what I want to do. I think this is the train earlier that was doing it. It now is routed correctly. It's in the above one, so I think it might have just been some early routing, and then I double tracked it and it just took the long route anyway. So this episode, let's bring passengers to the towns of La Ciotat and to the other one, all copper's going there, also to Cherbourg Octeville. So please enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you back here in just a sec. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, nice little train. Just making sure that we've got the right trains coming down here. So I have to think about these trains coming down to here and then also getting back out of it. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want to get rid of any roads, however, what I could do is actually, this could be quite good. Let's pause here. So let's look at passengers, and of course we just want single platforms, don't we? Yeah, we just want single platforms here. Yep. Okay, so stations, and we want 100 meters. We want them like this, but we want them to be single platforms. So let's get that. We're still 100 meters, and now we're single platforms. Actually, have we got a rural passenger station? Yeah, so we got the modern, but then Scailman updated and got us the rural passenger one, which is quite nice. Just looks slightly different, I think. So one thing was to possibly put it in here. These are always roll in, roll out. I don't like the trains flipping around, so that's not too bad. But what about if we did this and get rid of this and have it spin around there? Yeah, that's much better. So I'm going to get rid of this section to there, and then bring back that one. And let me see if I do it here. Really, all I want to do is get everyone this side of the road. So really all I want to do is get that, because then I'll have another one down here doing this. But I think we may as well try and get as many as we can, and we need to allow the train to swing back out. So let's do it there. Yeah, let's just do it here. I think this is quite good. Yep. So let's do one. Now that's going to be at the right grade there. So if I do that, but the next one is going to have to be a bit lower. So we are going to have to spend a little bit of money here terraforming, which is interesting. I just don't want my trains to go up a grade at all. So what about we do, let me see, because they're going to have to be down a bit, aren't they? Yeah, I want this to be kind of, actually, you know what we could do? We could do it like this. Yeah, let's do that. And hopefully that's enough to allow the train to get a bit lower. Let me go here, station, flip it. Yeah, so I need the train just to be down a bit. And again, we're going to have the train swing around and then come in. And again, all we need to, because this one's got this, so we just need to kind of get everything in here as a bit of double up. But I think if we do it a bit out a bit more, we allow for the train to put this station closer to the, just put the little station bit closer to these over here. But yeah, we allow the train to be able to swing in a bit. I think that's pretty good as well. So connecting this up. Well, first of all, I think we can definitely get rid of this because we're going to cut this off a little bit. You're going to cut off growth here. So let's get rid of all that actually. Rails. And this will probably cut off the whole town. So if that's the case, let's go like this and then go like this. Come all the way in. Just get rid. That's not too bad. Yeah. Probably didn't need to get rid of that much actually. And then come around here. Let's just get rid of that. Yep. Brilliant. Okay, so again, going clockwise. So we want trains to be able to come into here and they'll get straight back on. But I want the passenger trains to get off and into a separate line here. So I think that's the distance. Am I looking at the right distance? That is the standard distance. Yes. Always looks slightly different here because if you put these two regular ones, they're a lot bigger. So when they have their sort of, that's their distance, but we have the bigger gap here. It's only because the tracks that we're using in this series have a narrower gauge, and hence the gap is bigger in the middle. So it's always a bit funny if I'm playing both series just to make sure we've got it all correct. So again, we're going with the idea that they'll move over to a different siding once they know that that's where they need to be. So they've already done that here. They'll split again. Is that going to be right to go to there? We are laying some track. All right, that's good. And they'll come into here. Now, at this point, they need to do two things. One train will need to come around here. And I'm just wondering how much I want to cut this town off. Let's go to the end of the map here, actually. Let's just do this all the way around. Yeah, let's do that. Give them plenty of room to expand a bit. And I think I want this to be here, staying at grade and coming into there. Okay, so they'll do that. That means this train can now do this, and that works out nicely. Okay. Now we have to think back to the particular train routes that we have and how we want to integrate. Is this allowing enough expansion? I think that's enough expansion, yeah. And of course we need to hit the, oh geez, that will get in there quite nicely. If they did that, they really need to be, they'll only want to be in this other section, won't they? That's not too bad. That's also not too bad. Wow, that is interesting if I do that. Do I do it? Yeah, and that means I can get rid of that one. Yep. That is a strange little bit of routing there, but I think it works. I think passenger trains should never need to get into the right-hand lane. They should always be in the left-hand lane. But they've got the ability, if they need to, if there was freight trains waiting here on the left, they've got the ability to do so and then change over here. So I think we're building it prototypical, but the game doesn't know that, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and put signals down. Starting from where we did here, there will be a decision to make here. So I'm going to change this one into a pre using Scailman's industrial signals. And we'll match these ones. So we go block, and we're just going to match these guys up. I think they were set earlier by the 100-meter automatic multiple mode. Yeah, brilliant. Ooh. Now they're the same color, same color. I think that's just a coincidence. At this point, there is a decision to make. Do we turn right or go left? So we'll do that, and we'll say, right, here, and then I'm going to make this guy 110 meters, and I want them to be from here. Yep, so that means all of those guys are good. Look at that, does all the coloring nicely, and it gets us into here. And again, let's do this again. Yeah, so that will do all that. And here we need to wait and say, yep, there's a decision to make. Do we go that way or that way? And I'm going to make this one. There's a decision to make. Do we move across or go that way? So we'll do that. Okay, so that was everything. I noticed there was one section we didn't lay yet, so it was here. Yep, the return. So we'll come out a bit, come close to the house, and that isn't too bad actually, because then we can spin that into there. Manual signals here, or manual laying of signals. It'll be a block straight away. And then let's just do a block here. I know there's an intersection ahead, but again, it's just saying, is it clear? Let's just do that, because these trains won't be close to each other, these passenger trains. Okay, now let's go and have a look at our trains. We've got a lot of trains, and we want passengers. Route 101 and Route 102, Route 100. We've got 3 there. Okay, so Route 100 is the original, 101 is the expansion. So if we flick around to these guys, let's see what route. Let's just put this here for the moment. So let's just jump around. So Route 100 is Anthony. Yep, that's the timer. Then here. Then he goes to there. Then he goes to Ramah, spinning into the middle. Then Ramah Annex, which is one of the original stations we built. And then he goes to Bruya Bay. And then he goes up to there. And that's it. The other one is shorter. He goes from Anthony, he comes straight across to here. Then he goes to Perigo, and then he goes to there. So what we want to do is we want to add in those other 2 stations in here after Perigo. So what we might do, let's do this in 2 stages. This could be interesting. Let's go, okay, so we're editing this one, which is 101, leave 100. So what we want to do is say edits, and we want to say after Perigo, we want to add in, so before Perigo. Let's just expand out. Yes, that's before that. Yep. So after Anthony Nord, yes. We want to come down here. After Anthony Nord in here, we want to say, okay. Trains can't do both, can they? Oh, that's interesting. Trains cannot do both. Trains can't do both, so they How are we going to do this? I never thought of that. I could. Okay, let's leave that. It's 101 that we need to edit eventually. What we could do, let me think if I do this one. So we could say, right, what about if you go to here first and then spin into here? And so they'll get both. But you'd need to come up here and then have some way of getting around. So what about if you came up here? It means that we're going to have these intersections. And I'm not sure about those intersections. That is a bit strange. I'm not sure about any of this. However, we could have the standard freight line do this. So you need to go out one more. So yeah, they can be the same. This is the standard freight line. So if you do this and that, that could be good. So that kind of works. That means we can get rid of this. All right. So the standard freight line for the sand and the copper will come along here on the right, and it'll come out here, and it'll go into there. So here we're driving on the opposite side, which I kind of like. We did that earlier on too. We did that around here. Yeah, we've got this thing where the trains will go on the wrong side. These are actually quite good because one train goes in that way and the other comes out this way. So one comes in this way and one comes out that way. I like it. I like it. I like it. So that's good. Okay, so the freight trains know where they're going. That means that the passenger trains would be coming out here and always, so they don't need to do this. Yep. And then always go along here. So they're following one route. Coming into here, the first thing I do is go to Chiat Nord. So if we grab route 10, not so here we go here. Not, yeah, so we want route 101, and we want to go Anthony Nord, and it's in here. So Anthony Nord, yep, and then we want to go, please. So you go there, then you take this one, you get in this one here, and the next stop you go here is here transfer, and then you come around this way, and then you come back down to here, and you get into there. Then you come across, and these two the ones crossing is your own line, and it's only passenger services that would ever need to do that. So that will kind of work. Means we can get rid of this. Yeah, it's quite good. Okay, it's interesting. I mean, it's a bit convoluted, isn't it? Yeah. So Anthony Nord, then Chiat Nord, and then this one, Chiat Sud. La Chiat Sud, yep. And we do transfer there. And let's do that and let the trains go crazy. They're going to have to do all the routing, which means we think we can get rid of this section. Yeah, they'll not need to do that again. It's just that's the only part that is a bit odd, but I think it's fine. Before we unpause the game, let's jump and have a look at signaling. Yeah. Okay, so we're saying, is it clear? Is it clear? And then once it is, one here, and then from here we'll just do, let's just do one. Yep, and then these guys are coming in the other way. Let's do that, and then let's go. This guy will be just, is it clear ahead? Because you've got passengers and freight moving into the same. Makes this one a bit, yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, that is kind of nice. I think I might just do that and get rid of that. Again, I haven't used the auto signal for all of that section. I think we're good, so I'm just going to unpause it here, and hopefully we don't have a lost train. Oh no, just unprofitable. Now, who's unprofitable? And why are you unprofitable? Ooh. We have a traffic jam. Oh wow, okay, we now have a traffic jam. That's interesting. I thought we foolproofed this whole system so we don't have traffic jams. Yeah, okay, good. So let's go. We're on pause. So stop the notifications. I think the best thing to do with the traffic jam is just grab some of this lovely beer, and of course have a nice gulp. That's a lovely sound to hear while someone's doing a YouTube video. So one thing we talked about was making this a bigger station, and I think we're going to need to do it soon. And I don't know why this train has decided he can't go straight ahead. So what I'm going to do just to see, let's just see this. I'm going to go speed 2 so we can see it in action, and I'm going to get this guy to skip his order, and he'll go, and everyone else will move. So we'll go skip an order. And then we'll go here on speed 2. So this guy obviously he didn't, but the signaling was the problem. Okay, so he wanted to go to platform. We look at it here. Platform 1, platform 3 was already busy. So I think we've got some bad signaling. Let's investigate it. And this is why the 0.85 build, 85 or 86. I can't remember what it was. But this is why this build was so good, because it brought in this colored signaling. Now I think the problem, yeah, what was the problem? Okay, this guy wanted to go ahead. So the block signal So he should just be looking at the block in front. I think the problem was the train, that was a particularly long train. Yeah, it is. So, yeah, look. And you know what? This train here, he's too long, and so he accounts for 2 blocks. Everyone else, he's the biggest one, 147 meters. And I think because we've got the 3 Navia classes in there, he's bringing coal to here. And by the way, we don't need him to be so long. So let's send him, that's the problem. Everyone else is like 103 meters. They hang over their platforms a bit. This guy is just too big. So let's unpause, go on speed 3, wait for him to turn up. There he goes. Pause the game again, and we will shorten him by. Let's knock. Well, keep the other Navia on there, but let's get 3 gone. He's 117. Just going to get 4 gone. He's now 106, and release. Because I think the signaling was fine. We just had him with 2 blocks, and I think now that we've got a strict regime with signaling, we shouldn't have an issue. Look how everyone moves after that. Everyone's moving along. Yeah, so it was just the Navia class, although I did decide that I want to do this double station, divide everything by 2. I wanted to do that, but over here, and slightly offset as well, I think. We want to have one as an import and one as an export. Remember we talked about things arriving should come to one station and things leaving should come to the other. That's how we were thinking about doing that. Look, they're blocked again. They are blocked again. What is the problem? Well, I think the problem is this guy here and then that guy there. So let me see. Where's some more signals? If I tell you to miss 1, if I not to skip a signal, but skip an order. Sorry, skip an order. Yep. No, not skip signals. Just skip an order. I think the problem is we're not doing anything with. We've got so much coal arriving here. We're not doing anything with it. How much other coal is going? Because who else is bringing coal to this? Because if we've got multiple trains bringing coal, where are you taking your coal? You're bringing yours to Anthony. So you're not a problem. But we've just got too much coal happening, haven't we? Yeah, we do. I'll tell you what, one thing, we don't want that. I'll tell you what, one thing we could do, and I know we've got sidetracked from our project, is we could see what's happening with our research. Now, this guy here is researching 4475 for the copper. I'm actually thinking what we should do, bring up that. We'll have one guy doing that, copper smelting. But what we might do is get someone else doing something different, and we've got plenty of steel bars. So let's do laboratory 2. And what else will take steel bars? Pause the game for a sec. Industrial heavy engines, researching, industrial rail cars. Oh, look at these guys. These are lovely. Now we need to make some of these because these are going to be brilliant to do. Look at that. Industrial rail cars. Oh, they're going to be lovely. Okay, we'll be having those. Concrete production. I'm looking for, so you want coal. Steam engines. Well, I can't use that anyway. And I can't use these guys. Glass production we're doing over there. Gasoline we don't need, and copper smelting. So really, we don't have anything that we can be doing. It's just the copper smelting. Industrial rail cars need iron bars and iron plates. Is this the iron area? Yeah, iron bars are there. We just need iron plates. How do you make iron plates? Could you make iron plates? No, you can make those. We're paused, aren't we? Yeah, let's have a little explore here, shall we? We want factories, and let's see about crusher press. What's a press do? Yeah, there we go. So you would make iron plates. And then we can get iron plates going in, and we've already got the iron bars, which means we could then start researching. That means things will keep moving as well, which is quite nice. At the moment, I'm worried we're going to be dropping off so much coal that we're going to be we're not using it up at all. Let me get rid of that. Okay, tell you what, let's keep the episode going on speed 1. Trains are moving. I'll reset the notification so we can be alerted if there's an issue. And let's go over and set up the passengers for that next section. So again, we have to think about passengers. This is interesting, this one, because we've got to fit freight in here somehow. And the passengers need to be up a grade. Look, we're always one up from sea level. So it is interesting. I don't want to block the town. This is weird. I don't know how I can not block this town actually. I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go like this. I'm just going to have to do it because I have to probably put a yeah, I'm going to do that and just say, right, these are the only ones we can get to. And then I just hope I can. So you're passengers only. So if I put you there, yeah, it's not too bad. And allow them to expand. Do that. Yep. And I'm going to terraform this section and just allow a bit of a turnaround here. This one's going to be a tight little one to do. Let me see how I could turn him around. So he's coming in, he's going out, and then he simply needs to do this. And then this is the guy coming in, so he simply needs to go, ooh, let's go one more. Then that. Yeah, a bit of symmetry there. Brilliant. Okay, so we're just going to do that. And we're going to say here, oh, we've already got a signal in the right spots. Then after this, if I put on multiples, you'll do that. And if I do this, you'll do that. But what lines up? Let's get these guys now going in. Get these guys matching at least. And so you can go and you can go. Yep, brilliant. Okay, so a bit of a bigger stretch there, but that's not too bad. So Route 101 can now be adjusted yet again, and that allows for that. We don't have any freight going in there at the moment, and I'm not too sure I want to take this in because that is going to be, yeah, look, 365. It's not going to make us much money. I think we should wait for these guys to reject this business. Same with this guy, reject this one, and then we will get ourselves some better priced products, although we could use this infrastructure that the passenger trains are using to help with the sand. That could work. The sand coming up here, the sand loads, comes out. That could work as well. Okay, let's see if we can grab, what are you? Copper? What are you? Sand. Okay, well, the research is nearly complete anyway. If you have a look at it, 60-44. So we are getting there for those guys. Have we got a traffic jam here? Nope. What about these guys? Nope. No. Is that just one train? Yeah, it is. What about this? Is there a traffic jam here? They're still moving. You have a look at it. They are still moving. Wait for these guys to move. This guy will move in a sec. He's getting a priority first. Then you'll have this guy moving. Watch him. There he goes. Yeah, they're still moving. Happy with that. Okay, we want Route 101 to be adjusted. So I'm going to pause, go here, hit select route, find Route 101, and we're going to say that we want him to go from Antony, then Antony Nord, La Ciudad, and then come back into the Sud. So here, the two new ones. And before they get to Perigo, so back at the Sud, before they get up to Perigo, they come along here, they stay in this left-hand lane, and the left-hand lane is the one that goes into there, so we need to retrack that. So La Ciudad, so it's going to be in here after this one, before Perigo, and it's going to be there. Transfer, and OK. And then the only thing we'll do before unpausing is we'll go to here, and let's do... thud, thud, and that comes into there. Okay, cool. So that's the better way of doing it. And so what we're saying here is that and we said this at the start, is that this line on the left is the passenger line, the line on the right is the freight line, and this allows them to split up here. The problem's going to be, actually that won't be what it is. It's going to be if you're visiting Cherbourg Octeville, you need to be in the left, and if you're going straight ahead, you need to be in the right. And if it's passengers and freight, well, so be it. And we've got a little bit of this here anyway. I think I'm going to need some. Oh yeah, we've got some. These guys are. So you need to be, if I change you over, just making this ready for the when it gets busy, change this into pre-signaling, coming along here, coming over the bridge. Oop, signals are a bit all over the shop here. Yeah, they are. They really are. Look at this. Okay, from here, what we want to do is I want this to be, let's go here with the blocks. Try and match it with this a little bit. Just sitting behind it, and there we can go to there, and then of course you got that one just there. So I'm going to put one here and here, and that's going to be lovely. Okay, so those trains should be good to go ahead and visit this area now. Just reset this. Train 16, you're still moving. This is the business end though. It's the area that we need to really expand, and we will expand it as well. Let's go and have a look and see what other businesses need to attend. Or should we set up train 1? Yeah. Yep, there's lots of there's so many trains, and that is always going to be the case here. But geez, there's heaps of trains. These businesses are all being sorted out, which is nice. Yep, so even that one, the awful one, is being sorted out because it's bringing wood from there. Wood's got to do. I mean, wood has to go all the way around. Look at that; it's got to come all the way around and be sorted out. That's all right. It is what it is. This guy's being sorted here. We can now start to look at these two. Now, I wonder if we could get. So you want coal and you want copper. You want coal and you want copper. So if we put a freight station in here to service that, that would be that side of town serviced. Put a freight station around here. You'll be serviced. Now, coal will simply come out here, come into it, and it'll come back on this one. I need to find a way of getting the coal back down because this is the return line, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So if I did this, is this the return line? This is outgoing. It's on this side, so I need to find this a way of getting down to here and then heading that way. This track heads this way to the downwards to the bottom right. Interesting. Actually, can you see? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just looking for sort of quick wins of where I can, deliver some stuff. Let's make some other products. In fact, this guy here is what we wanted to make. And in fact, when we start making these glass panels, that's going to get us lots of money, and we can make these iron plates. And the iron plates is our next research anyway. So let's jump straight over and do a research project because we did a passenger. We fixed up the passenger services, but now what we want to do is get coal moving through the system again, and get some of the plates together. So while we're paused, if I go back to factories, should be able to now. Where are they? Factories, yep, and we want the press. Now these guys, you do this. Now what is your thing? So you're 1 to 1, and where is it? Yeah, 1 to 1. 1 produces 2, and you need to be making them. So it's a bit like these, but without any coal to power them up. I've got that for expansion anyway. Okay, this is where it's coming out here. Now, the product comes out here and it splits into 2 at this point, doesn't it? Yeah, it goes into 2. The middle section goes straight through and gets exported, and that's fine. So maybe we can get it to split into 3. And if it splits into 3, yeah, what we could do is this. Let's pause. Conveyor belts and Go 1, 2, but then this one can split into 2. And then go tunnel. Yep, so now you're there. Okay, so the next one is just along here. And then what we can do is we can say, well, let's do this along here, this way. In fact, we could do it there. Let's just make this nice and tidy. So here is where it goes to, and we want to line these guys up. So we want them. I'll get rid of that. I know I'll probably lose that. I won't get such a refund for it because I didn't keep the game paused. Okay. And we want, let me see. So how close can I put these guys together? So let me do, well, these are never going to line up with that. So how about we just do this? Let's go, let's put a bit of room in. Put 1, 2, 3, and 4. It cost us a fortune. It did cost us a fortune. Yes, it did. Cancel that. Okay. Now you're going to be making, because this is everything that's going to be pressed here. This means we are going to have to fix up the transportation side of it as well. So iron plates. Iron plates. Yep. And that means, where do we want the iron plates going to? Now we want to do two things. We want to export them. So let's do a line here. Yep. And what we're saying is this guy is like, that kind of works. Look, these guys come straight down. Then this guy goes straight down to here. Yep. I think we're ready to start producing them actually. Just trim those end bits off. Speed 1. And let's just do some flipping. Okay, so they come in here, they get split into 2. This third line gets then split. At the moment, it'll prioritize everything. I'm going to do a couple of big flips there, and that means these guys should be all good. Join them together. Join them in together. Yep, right into the machine. Give them a couple of flips there. Nice little handy hint there with Voxel Tycoon. Give them a couple of flips, and it joins along conveyor belts all together. Make sure everything is running nice. So that'll bring those guys out. We then want to... well, what we want to do is, what do you got here? Let's see. So you've got iron bars, and you've got iron bars. Yeah, we've got lots of them. We could... Geez, we've got full iron bars there, so I wonder, are you in reach of both? What's your logistical? Yeah, you are in reach of both laboratories, so I wonder if what we could do, I don't think we need this many iron bars ready to go. We obviously can keep production up, we can load the trains up. So what about if we do this? What about if we... I want to keep this as the pass-through area. But what about if we do iron plates selected to store? Yep, so your iron plates, you'll be 0. Get rid of this. Yep, and then... So this would export as well as... We use the same one to export as well as to sort out our research. Tunnel to there. Get rid of all of this. And then go speed 1. Do a bit of flip in. You need to be cleared. Clear the conveyors. Just want to clear those guys. Yep, okay, good. So now we should have iron plates coming in. Now iron plates are coming into here, and we know that this is connected up with the research stations as well as the export station at the moment. And so it's both. So laboratory 2 and 3, one can keep doing copper smelting, but the other one can do heavier. Look, it was the wrong one. I just made the wrong stuff. Well, we could do this industrial rail cars. Yes, industrial heavy engines. That is the that's the Garrett, the Bayer Garrett. Oh, brilliant. We'll do that one at some point. And we've got to get these guys, and they'll be made just there as well. But industrial rail cars is next. And industrial rail cars too. How nice. Okay, so we'll do this. And so that means, yep, so you've got that. You've got, and you are getting this, and you just need to get the iron bars. So let's keep that one open while we just watch that one come to fruition. Here they go. I think they're about to head in. So 4 machines. We've got quite a backlog happening there. But what we can also do is export those guys as well. And that means these guys should come in here, and there they go. They're going straight to research, but we've got the ability to export those as well. So final thing we'll do before we end the episode is let's see if we can export them to here. And if I'm going to do that, can I get a station that'll access both? I think I don't like this guy here. So what about if I do this? This line heads this way. I'll just go in here and show you the direction of the way things go. So he heads out. So what we're talking is trains will come into here. So what about if I do this gone, and then this gone, and then all that? Yeah, that's all pretty good. Get rid. And then terraforming. Let me see if I can get the terraforming up to... How much did that cost? 50,000. Let's get that guy to there. That might work, because then we can have this guy come out a little bit to allow them to keep building. I'm paused still, so let me go to stations, and I want the industrial freight station. I want the largest, but only, whoa, so only one. Sorry, the largest, but only one. No, let's get two. Let's get two, because we want basically both of these guys and anyone else in the area. So let's do it. Ooh. Is that enough of a swing in? Look at that. I've got to get both. Look, at the worst case, we'll just lose that business there. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Industrial narrow gauge. We'll use the outer track first. Actually, no, we might need to do... So you are okay like that. This might be able to work. I might just have to swap this guy for a single platform. That might work. We need to see whether or not we can connect in that second platform. Yeah, that would work if we do that, albeit a little untidy. Then that would come into there. So that's quite nice. Okay, decision to make there. And then the backing out of, we want them to be able to come in here and not necessarily go to that. So they really just need to go straight ahead. So is this on? Look at that. That's perfect. It's so perfect. Let's let it come out a bit. Okay, good. So we'll quickly signal this up, and then we'll see how we go. Let's provision a train, because that's going to bring in some money as well. So I can use block signals here. So block, I'll do a bit of an overhang. So let's use it. Can I do an overhang? No, I can't. I'm just going to do that and then that for a tiny bit of overhang. Then I'm going to put these guys forward a tiny bit and say, right, again here, this is the way clear ahead, so that could be pretty good. Okay, we need to provision another train, yet another train. So this next episode, we're definitely going to be fixing up this area. Let's unpause it so we can keep things going. Research will start taking them as well, but we want to see if we can make this happen. Now, geez, we need to get some different trains, don't we? Some different rolling stock. Let's get ourselves another Yalon. And then the cargo is going to be these guys. So we use the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just have a look at 8. Actually, that's quite an oversupply. So let's just give him 6. Yeah, because that's quite a bit. So they'll take 60 units as well, 200,000. And we want him to collect, for the moment, collecting from here. But we'll change that. And then we're going to drop him off. So we go here, he'll come out here. He'll definitely take this part. He'll come along here. He'll then take, hopefully, the pass-through, and he'll come up into this. So that's hopefully where he'll go, and we'll see about it. So this is going to be called iron plates to there. We'll do this, and I'm going to go speed 3, and we're going to hopefully see this guy go. In fact, why don't we jump on with him? Where is he? There he is, the boxcar man. Let's jump on. Follow vehicle. Okay, let me see if here we can just zoom out a bit. Okay, so we're just watching him. Glass production is now also completed, so I'll park their research trains. he still needs to pick up this guy. So let's see him. Spin him around. He's coming into here because he does need to collect, so he's going to come in. Yeah, it's quite a smart way of getting back in there. Still on speed 3. He'll go on the far left. He'll then come back up here. Copper production must be getting there as well. And he'll load up. And we'll see him. Yep, he's going to start loading up. So this is going to make us quite a bit of money as well. So I'm not going to follow him to fruition. We'll see how much money it makes in just a sec. What we will do is we'll quickly jump into our fleet manager and we'll have a look for, put everyone together. We want these two and we want those two to go to the depot because they are the sand trains, and sand has now completed. So I'll open up them. Sand is completed, so I'll turn those guys off as well. So that is brilliant. Okay, that's 2 extra trains that are going to be completely off the network. Create an extra room for other more important trains to do their thing. Where's the box? There he is. He's there. Shall we watch him? Let's watch him. Let's have a look. Okay, I don't think we've got a blockage. Nope, there's no blockage. They're still moving. I mean, it's packed, but yeah, they're still moving. Goes across the 4 trusses. Someone went bankrupt, slowing everything down. Looking at the box here, so we got 60 pieces of this, and what do we got there? We can have a look. The unit price is 705. I think that's going to make us an absolute fortune, which is good because I think money might be going down. Copper smelting is just completed as well. How nice! I'm going to go and have a look at that. The copper trains. If we've got 2 copper trains happening, I need to sort those guys out. Where's the box? Here he is. Okay, waiting for him to come in. And we'll look at this guy. So we'll see there's the iron plates and we got 42,000. So that's pretty good. Okay, so the very final thing I will do is quickly just grab the research copper trains and go and park them in the depot. Guys, this is the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed that. We've done lots actually. We've done heaps. We've set up passengers to those 2 new areas and they're lovely. And we set up also passengers to here too. And we went ahead and set up this station here and our new product over there, iron plates, and it's brilliant. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to like and subscribe to Stitch Up if you're that way inclined, and I'll see you in the next episode of Voxel Tycoon. This is Scailman's Industrial Railways mod series. Cheers.